Welcome everybody. We are at the end of August, the 28th of April to be exact. And I believe these packages are from, one is SGA for sure, card grading company. And the other one I believe it's PSA. Let's open up the PSA one first because I gotta find out if this is PSA. Now, just a FYI, I turned these all in at the end of December, and here we are pretty late in April, and maybe it's finally here. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not sure exactly what kind of packaging this job is. It's like I'm not a big fan of this taping all the way around. I don't know if this is an actual seal. Let me pull it closer to me. Sorry, guys. I don't want to cut into something, but it looks like it's a box and it has a lid on it. I don't know. Who knows? This could be a video game too. Not a big fan of the shipping box, the way this has been done. I mean, I actually, to honestly tell you, I can't get in here. Oh, it could be a baseball card too, I forgot. I ordered a couple of pretty expensive baseball cards. I ordered, just to give you a heads up, I did buy some Connor Griffin, and I bought some Kate Anderson cards, and I bought some Ryan Sloan, and some Mariners stuff because I'm up here in Seattle. So it could actually be, now that I think about it, it could be a eBay authenticated item. And the taping job is really ticks me off. There's a difference between having it secure and just doing stupidity, and this is stupidity right here at its finest. Making it nearly impossible for somebody to open up a box. This is nearly impossible to open. Oh shoot, I actually hurt my wrist. This is where I'm at right now in this box. Oh, it is a PSA submission. I guess this is them shipping it this way. I think it's a little ridiculous. Let's find out what we got here. So we got a, yeah, man, this is the kind of boxing job they do. So we got the Flair basketball back, and it came back a PSA 7 for a sealed pack of cards, and I believe we paid I can't remember how much we paid, but we paid a lot for it. They have it valued at like $3,500. And the comps on that is way higher than I've seen anywhere else. So we had to pay $3,500 like for an item that's worth what they value at $3,500. Now, could I sell this for $3,500? Probably not. I honestly think that this is more in the $2,100 to $2,400 range. So maybe out of 10 sales, all of them being in the low 2000s. They had one guy who overbid and paid $3,500 for it, because I believe they listed this value at like $3,655. So they went ahead and charged me a fee based on $3,655. But they probably had one single sale somewhere in this universe for $3,655. But the rest of the sales fall somewhere between 2,100 and 2,400. So that's where we're at. But anyways, there you go. Turned this one in, I believe, the day after Christmas. And finally get back here. So what is that? January, February, March, April. 4 months exactly. Oh well. Now let's get into the SGA submission. This one here. The box is easier to open. I did see the pre-email they sent out. So I do know what the scores on these are. A couple 7s, a couple 8s, a couple 9s, and some couple 10s. This one here, yeah, took 4 months. They really need to update their little thing that says that they are taking a lot longer to grade. So, oh, here we go here. Oh, this is a rubber band. Yeah, we'll just cut that off actually. There you go. So, the reveal here. We'll just go, oh, they're kind of stuck together, so. Oh, I got more rubber bands in here. So, first one here, we got. See that? Sorry about that, guys. I know it's the glare there. Sorry about that. So, we got a SGA 9 for Drake May. We got another 9, so we got 2 9s so far. I'm actually, sorry guys, I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. It's just easier so it doesn't tip over as much. So we got 2 9s so far for the same purple shock and the green shock. Or the, not the shock, but you know what I mean. Purple border, green border. Then we got a 8.5. Then we got a Pulsar Prism, a 9. We got a Caleb at 8.5. Then we got the Julio Rodriguez. We got the Rip Card. I would rather have a Rip Card than a Rowley card any day of the week. And it got back a 9.5. Now, I looked at this under a microscope, and I know SGC does not grade nearly as tough as like Beckett does, and sometimes yes or no, sometimes not as much as PSA. But I looked at this under a magnifying glass, and I did not see any problems with this card, and the centering seemed right perfect on. But anyways, I was surprised that this one did not get a 10. Of all the cards I turned in, I thought that one was going to get a 10 for sure. Then this one here I did look at it under a microscope, and I couldn't see a flaw. So of course it does get a 10. Which is perfect, alright? Because we want the stars borders to get a good score. Then the Ortiz got a 10, which I expected to get a 10 out of that one. Then would have loved to get a 10 on this one, but 9.5, not too bad. Would have loved to get a 10 on a Sunday Kings, but couldn't get the 10. Got the 9.5. Then this one here. Now this one makes me happy. You remember when I pulled this? I'm not even sure if the video is uploaded already. I already did the video 3 months ago. Made the video almost 4 months ago now. And I pulled it downtown. Joe Montana, card number 1. And it came a 10, which is pretty good. Oh, this thing's going to tip over. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to readjust this here. Yeah, we're going to have an accident. There you go. Got 7 on the Drake May, man. Not good. The green prism got a 7. That's pretty bad for SGC to get a 7. SGC gave us a 7 on that. That hurts. Then we got an 8 on the prism again. Prisms are hard to get good grades on, I guess. I mean, 7 and 8s, they're not good. Question is, would you rather have a ungraded card or a Prism 8 when you're buying a card raw? Or have the option to buy a card raw? Would you rather buy a card that's already been graded at 8? Or would you rather have a card that's raw that looks perfect? Then we got another Drake May, number 9. Then we got the Revolution, 10. Sure would have loved to get those prisms as a 10. Then we got a Prism, silver. Got only a 9. I guess a 9 is better than an 8. But still, man, that's one card we would have. Let me look at this one again. And then we got the 10. So I guess we got 1 9 and 1 10 on the prism. So those are the cards, guys. Of course, I guess really fell flat on our face on the colored prisms. But on the silvers, at least we got 1 9 and 1 10, right? If it came back at 7 and 8, I would have been really ticked off. But the fact that we got 1 9 and 1 10, I take that. If you think about it, if you're just talking about the silvers, 50% gem rate to get a perfect 10, I guess I would take that all day long, right? Very disappointing on the colored prisms, but in terms of the silvers, I guess we got the best we could get. So that is it. Now, the turnaround times on these, beyond ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous. I mean, I cannot get over how long it takes to get these back. I mean, turnaround time of 4 months. And I don't even want to talk about Panini. I turned in redemption cards all the way back at December. I got some redemption cards that boxes that I opened back in early December, turned in the redemption cards right away, and have yet to see Panini. I think I have like 7 redemption cards with Panini, all of them late November, early December, and I still have not gotten the cards yet. I mean, I'm just, at this point in time, I'm wondering if the cards got lost, or they're even in business. So, my to-do goal right now is to actually call them up and find out what's going on. So that's my agenda. Oh, one other thing is, I got almost 20 of these packs that I'm getting graded. So I'm going to have to start listing them on eBay and other sites. So one of my calls is to, actually I'm going to list one of them on Mercari. And so I'm going to give them a call because I can't list something over $2,000 without getting verification. So that's my big goal right now. So I'll let you guys go. Thanks for joining me. I am going to do a very live, not a live, but I'm going to do a video on the Bowman cards that are coming out, the first series of Bowmans that come out for 2026 baseball. That's coming out in a couple weeks. I am going to post that video immediately, so it's not like a 2-3 month delay, because I've had a backlog on these videos, and I didn't want to post a video every single day or every other day. And so what I did was I pushed them out on a weekly basis, but then I ended up having videos 4 months out, which is, I know, a little ridiculous. But I thought, you know what, I don't want to put out a video every single week or every single day. So I went ahead and pushed them out, so I was only posting one per week. And they're stretched out all the way for 4 months. So you'll be getting these all the way up until, I think I got all the way to September. That's how many videos I have. Sorry, guys. But anyways, I am going to open up the baseball Bowman, the first series that comes out every year. That'll be coming out third week in April. I think the 16th or 13th of April, 13th or 16th of April. But whatever that day is, I actually have some coming from Topps and some from the LCS, a case. So since I have a lot to open, I will show you what I get, because it'll be fascinating to see how Bowmans are with Fanatics being in charge now, and see what kind of case hits I have. So I will see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.